What is up, Flock? Feenix here, and welcome back to another Farming Simulator 22. Actually, this will be like my first actual DLC review. Like I said in the first look thing, I've never actually bought any of the DLCs before because I've never really wanted any of the DLCs. But when they announced the Kubota DLC, I was actually pretty hyped for it because I have been looking forward to Kubota in DLC for a while. If you guys know and are longtime fans, guys will know that I've said practically as far back as I think it was 15 when we were talking about it. Yeah, it had to be 15 because I believe Toby was still around when we were talking about it. That we really wanted, we like Kubota. I wanted Kubota, and then all this other jazz. So finally, when it was announced, I was super hyped for it. I was like, yes. Awesome. We're going to get Kubota. We're going to get RTVs. What I was really looking forward to most is the RTVs, and they do not let me down. I do love the RTVs. But it's not the RTV I actually wanted. And we'll get that there in due time. But let's just go over what and all we get in this DLC. Well, first off, we get a bunch of Kubota tractors. Duh. We get the Kubota M5 series, the M6 series, the M7 series, the M8 series. We get the R640 front loader. We get the SSV75 and SVL97-2 skid steers. And we also get the RTV X1140WH and the RTV XG850 sidekick. Whew. And we also get two front loader options to put on our tractors. So that's all the equipment and machinery we get. We also get the option to the script, the passenger script, which has now been added to mods and stuff, which is really awesome. So let's start off with the passenger script, because that is like the big, for me, wow factor in for multiplayer. If people are just single player players, this won't mean hill of beans for you. But for me, it was pretty awesome. I did enjoy the passenger script and being able to hump around, ride around with people. I think it's awesome for multiplayer. It's something that we've had in the past with mods and everything, but to have it in the actual game, kudos. Not only that, is it steps up the passenger script from mods. If I guess that's how I want to put it. It steps it up because not only do you get to hop in the passenger seat, but if you're in a 4-passenger vehicle, you could have 4 people in, which you couldn't with mods also, but you get to change your seat. So if you're riding a 4-person car and you got 2 people, you can sit in the back passenger side and have the driver chauffeur you around. So I thought that was cool. And like I said, just steps it up. Now the downfalls. We have one more positive when it comes to the passenger script, and that is the fact that it's added to mods, and apparently it's not that hard because there's a lot of mods now cranking out updates with the passenger script. So evidently it can't be too hard to add to mods, which I love. The Ford that we use in the server already has it. I think the Mac from A2 Studios already has it, so it's pretty awesome to get that. So let's go to the downfalls now of the passenger script. One, it's behind a paywall. The only way to get the passenger script and be able to use the passenger script is if you buy the DLC, which I felt is kind of shady. When the next one comes out, everybody will have it for free. But for those, we don't know if we're going to get another game in a year or not. We don't know if, what if they just plan on updating this. We don't know. I personally would love them just to keep pumping out DLCs for Farming Sim 22. That way we don't have to buy a new game, because I really don't know what you can improve on at this point. I love 22 as it is. So for those of you who play multiplayer and want that passenger script, you do have to pay for the DLC, which is kind of like, to me, DLC should include stuff that is optional. Like specific tractors, specific brands, specific groups of stuff. It shouldn't put game mechanics behind the paywall. So for me, that's a negative. The other negative is, what was it? I just drew a blank. The other negative though was, why can't I think of it? Oh, you can't put it on the tractors, or no one has put it on the tractor yet. I would love to see it. And when you buy it, DLC, it comes for just the in-game cars, nothing else. No semis, no tractors, harvesters, any. It's just for the cars. So that's the other negative. There we go. So let's move on to the RTVs. That's my second biggest one. As the second thing on the list, I was really looking forward to the RTVs. Awesome. Now, in my first look, I flubbed some stuff up. I was like, oh wow, the Sidekick and the X1140 would have the same engine. Well, they don't. The X1140 actually has a smaller engine, a smaller diesel engine, and they are accurate to their real life counterparts. So that was on me. I did not know. I would just assume that they would have the same engines, which they do not. I mean, they look a lot alike. So, dummy me. All right, that's on me. But yeah, no, they are accurate to their real life counterparts. So that's cool. But I love riding around these little things. They're awesome. I've wanted one for a long time. It's not the one I want. The one I actually wanted was the RTV 900. The one that you can get in like the camo colors, and then you have like the full enclosed cab and all that. I would love to have that one. I don't think they make them anymore. Let me look that up real quick. Discontinued. Well, they're still listed on the website. Yeah, they're still listed on the website. So why would we get two different RTVs but not get the third one? Because I really want the 900. That's the one I used to drive around. Even though the 900 looks exactly like the Sidekick, I want the older ones. I saw one here. Was it 2005? Somewhere around there. I want one of those. But the RTVs we did get are pretty awesome. I've used them for a few things around the farm. Like I have, I pick up grass with my shovel, pick up grass and put it in the back. I've hauled some stuff to and fro and just driven around in them. They're pretty fun. Now the downfall is I would love to see more option with these things, because these things in real life, you can get enclosed cabs. You can get like the soft cab. I don't know what they're called for some reason. The canvas or whatever it's called. Where it zips up and all that. You can get that on there. So I would love to see like some options for these. I hope that modder takes it and redoes it and puts out some cool stuff. But I would love to see like the Sidekick have like a roof, or the enclosed cab options and all that. So I would love to see that in the future, along with my RTV 900, my old school, or I should say, not the new ones, the old ones. I would love to see those options. So, yeah, that's all for the RTVs. As far as the tractors go, if you're buying this for the tractors, I feel it's a bit overpriced. Right now, it's $12.99, $13, and you get 4 tractors, a front loader, 2 skid steers, 2 RTVs, 2 front loaders. For me, not that, because pretty much you get 4 mowing tractors. Like there's not, unless you're using smaller equipment on your farm, they can't like pull the Kensies or anything. So they're literally for just simple work. They don't do much, and that's not anything against giants. that's how they are in real life. They are smaller tractors. So if you're using them around like on smaller maps, smaller fields and stuff like that, they're perfect. But for me to not have anything to go with it for like the bigger equipment, it's a little bit pricey. Pretty much I paid $13 for the 2 RTVs and the passenger script. Nothing really else. I shouldn't say that. The skid steers, I really do enjoy the skid steers. I've been using those. So I paid $13 for a skid steer, 2 RTVs, and the passenger script. Tractors are nice. Just I don't know if they're worth it. They don't have a ton of options. Modders could have done a whole heck of a lot better, but the benefit of this is with them having the Kubota license, hopefully we get some Kubota mods. We've already got the one implement pack out, so hopefully we get some more Kubota mods for like, because I would love, I should include that somewhere else. I would love, like the RTV and stuff. The other thing that I would love to put in here, other than that RTV, was this map. These, like, I think when they first introduced this, they were talking about mowing tractors. A lot of people were using these tractors for mowing. Why didn't we get a Kubota mower? Like, Kubota offers mowers, if I am not mistaken. Here, let me look. Let's go to Kubota's actual website right now. They have, so like they have these little garden tractors too. So you can get like the BX series, which has like a front loader, and you can use it for like garden, around the yard and stuff like that. The little yard tractors. Why didn't we get one of those? I would have loved to have one of those. Like, that would have been a perfect Giants to include. But I guess they have to do what Kubota wants. But yeah, that would have been cool. They also have a ton of mowers, so I don't understand why we wouldn't get a mower out of this. The zero turn mowers. That would have been an awesome addition. Just have one. I mean, they have on their website right now. They have 10 different options. I'm pretty sure they could have gotten one. Wow, they do make a ton of RTVs. Holy crap! There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at the Sidekick version that's on this website. Why can't we have that? It's all black. That'd be cool. And then they have the X11 OC, which is camoed out. That'd been cool to have as well. They do have construction equipment. I don't know how that would. I know there's a whole construction base in Farm Sim, but I don't think that would do much for actual farming. So, and then we have the Kubota mowers. I mean, why can't we get like official release of those? So yeah, there's a ton of stuff that Kubota offers that could have made this thing pop. If they would have put the zero turn mower in here and like the little yard tractor, I would probably have paid $15. The addition of 2 simple mods, I would even overlook the RTV 900, so. But yeah, I feel like they could have offered more give you more bang for your buck when it comes to this, but we don't know how the license works. That's the thing with licensing. When Farm Sim agrees to a deal with a brand like Kubota says, you can make this, this, and this. That's it. You can't have access to everything. So we don't know how it is. Kubota might have said, you can build anything. They just want cherry picking. I don't know. But for me, they could have added some other stuff. So my final thoughts is, my final thoughts are, if you're buying this for just the Kubota, brand, worth it. The tractors are pretty good. They're limited on what you can do to them. They're limited with how much they can do. So keep that in mind. The skid steers are nice. The RTVs are nice. The passenger script is where it's at, but that's only for multiplayer stuff. So if you're buying it for single player, I would pass on it unless you're a huge Kubota fan or you really like the Kubota stuff. For me, that I would have anyway. But if you're a multiplayer person, it's almost a must-have for that passenger script, because the passenger script is pretty cool. But if you don't want to ride around with folks, that's okay too. But for me, unless you're like a hardcore Kubota fan, or you're a multiplayer that wants the passenger script, you can completely skip this DLC. That's just my opinion. Ways that they could have made it better: a 0-turn mower, a little landscape tractor, yard tractor, something like that, to spruce it up a little bit, and make the freaking RTV, like, give us more options on our RTVs. So that's my final thoughts. If you guys did like this video, be sure to leave a like down below. It does help me out so very, very much, and I do appreciate it so very, very much. If you guys do want to see future Farming Sim 22 videos, be sure to click that subscribe button. If you guys want to know if I whenever I do go live or upload a video, click that notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.